hell my intro? So we're gonna go live, man. It's just so annoying. I can't hear myself. Hey, what's up, man? Welcome back to another episode of the Woo Pig Podcast. If y'all can hear us, let us know because I can't hear myself, so it's a little bit confusing. Welcome back to another episode of Woo Pig Podcast. I am your host, OD Oliver, where we're talking about the Arkansas Razorback football and basketball every Monday, Monday, Thursday, and Saturday. Typically is when we go live. You can catch us then. We brought to you definitely by our sponsor, the 3M Electric, that does every type of electrical work that you need done in Northwest Arkansas and beyond. No job too big or small. They are SDVOSB. They are dependable and reliable. Give them a call, 479-408-9865. Let them know the guys at the Woo Pig Podcast sent you. And you already see who I got in the building.
Hey, man, you got your boy G Holmes in the building, a.k.a. Big Sexy, man. Somebody holler for me, man. Come on, show me that you love me. Oh, my God.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Man.
Hey, we don't know where the bad little brother is.
Yeah.
We don't know where he is.
I guess he'll pop in when he ready.
That's why this is exactly the reason why he the bad little brother. He don't never act right.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%, man. The Hogs got a W tonight.
Yeah,
they, that's all I can say is they got a W.
That's it.
But before we get into that, man, there's some things that I want to go over real quick. Some people I want to give major thanks to these people right here: Jeremy Robertson, C Love, Boss Hog, Little Joker, Ryan Walker, Lane New, and Matt. Hey, man, thank you guys for being the members of the Woo Pig Podcast, showing us love, supporting us in what we do, man. We appreciate you guys, and I definitely wanted to show love for you guys, man. Just wanted to put that up there. That's gonna be ongoing. We're gonna do this every time people get added, but we're gonna show love to our members for sure. Let me jump back over here. Since I can't hit my buttons, ain't nothing working.
I know, right? So, I mean, you've been off all day today. You know what I'm talking about?
Hey, I got a life. I got a life.
Okay, been doing all day.
What you think about these? What you think about that game, man? I mean, was you impressed?
Man, they had. One thing I do want to bring out. We did get Tremont Mark back, and he was okay. He didn't really play that much. I think he played. Let's see. It don't have the minutes listed yet, but he was 3 of 6, 0 for 2 from the 3, 1 out of 1 from the free throw line. He had 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, 1 block, 4 turnovers. So 7 points. And I know I give him a pass on that. I'm just glad he was out there getting some game time action. We're glad to see him, getting himself healthy. And hopefully over this course of this week, he's going to get himself some more treatment. And we're going to be ready to go when we play Oklahoma or Oklahoma State. So shout out to Tremont Mark for getting yourself healthy, brother. We need you.
Absolutely, absolutely. Man, let's see here. I want to respond to some of these comments we got out here. The one being, let me see what he at. He said, so what y'all got to say about Devo? Where is it? There it is right there. Let me go back over
here. What got to say about Devo? Yeah. The dude was 2 for 5. His stat line is terrible too. 1 out of 2 from the 3.
He had?
2 for 2 from the free throw line. The dude had 10 rebounds though, so he was on the glass, man. 9 defensive rebounds. only one offensive, 8 assists. So he was mixing some things up. So 8 points. So I mean, I ain't really tripping on him, and that's what they call a stocking stuffer right there. He was just doing a lot of stuff. He didn't do any one thing great except for dish the ball with 8 assists. So he contributed to, at least 16 points.
Yeah. Hey, I rock with Devo, man. He all right with me, man.
Yeah, I don't got nothing bad to say about it.
Yeah,
Until
absolutely.
he started with those ill-advised shots and stuff, when he just get outside of himself, that's when we be like, bro, what you doing? I mean, really? What are we doing here?
Hey, man, we got a super chat, man. As always. Man, William Richards, man, he always supports the channel, man. He said,
Bill Dix.
What's the feeling about the new O-line coach, man? Hey, we gonna get into that. We gonna get into that, Will. We gonna talk about it because everybody I mean, people was like all welcoming him and all this and stuff, and I did some digging, and I'm like, So we gonna get into that, and I'm gonna bring your super chat back up when we get into it too. So. There we go. William Richards is the sponsor of today's show for right now. Thank you for supporting the channel as always.
Appreciate you, Bill Dix.
But yeah, man. Lawson had a good game. What do you have, man? 19?
Lawson had. Where am I? Yeah, he was 8 out of 10 from the field, 50%, 1 out of 2 from the 3, 2 of 2 from the line. He had 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 3 blocks, 1 turnover. So 19 points. So he was active. I like him. I like his game that he's putting together. So who else was a kind of a standout? I mean, really, we had 97 points, bro, and it's so spread out. Nobody really just jumped off of the stat page. You know what I'm saying?
What Blocker do? He had a good game.
He was just 4 or 5. He didn't take a 3. 1 out of 4 from the 3-point line. He had 5 rebounds, all defensive, 5 assists, 3 blocks, 1 turnover.
How many
9
points? 9 points. Okay. All right.
Yeah. So anyway,
they had 10 rebounds, 8 assists, man.
Hey, but the man that's just really jumping off is Battle. 7 of 11. From the field, 3. He was 4 out of 7. He was 7 or 8 from the free throw line. He wasn't really on the glass. He only had 1 defensive rebound, 1 assist, 1 steal, and for 25 points. So he's the shooter. I'm saying he putting up his shots, but I don't know.
Yeah, absolutely. Overall, it was a good game. Foreman is well coached, man. You can just see it in those boys. They well coached. He ain't bringing in no guys that can't shoot the rock. So I think overall, man, they did a good job, man, of shutting these boys down. But I gotta holler at my boy Matt. He said the O-line coach is solid. I hear you.
Hey, Matt.
We gonna talk about it though. We gonna get into it. Just give us a minute. Give us a minute.
All right. We say solid, but I got a couple things I want to say about him. But go ahead. We gonna work our way into him.
Me, myself, and Hogs had 5 days off. Why did they give up so much on defense? Lack of effort. I don't want to believe Box take about men's basketball Hogs being up and down this year, but I'd say that's what's the story tonight. Yeah. I agree with that 100%, man. 100%. They are up and down. They play to the level of their competition, which is what I don't like.
Yeah, you got to put these kind of teams. You got to put these kind of teams away. You got to put them to bed early. And don't give them any. Don't give him any. Make them think they can even have a chance. You know what I'm saying? But this team is, like you say, it's well coached. Hey, they had about 4 white boy Ricks on the team that was giving it to us, though. You know what I'm saying? I was like, wait a minute, why come we couldn't get one of them white boy rigs?
Right, because Pinion ain't seen the court in forever.
I ain't seen the court, man. That dude ain't gonna see the court because he can't play no defense.
Hey, Moon, the resident statistician, baby. He says, who got a tech for us at the end? That dude shot free throws forever. We have to stop with the mental mistakes. That was Musselman.
Oh,
Musselman got that tech. So I don't know what he got a tech for, but he the one who got the tech.
I had quit watching it.
Yeah, he got a tech at the end, man. They boys out here tripping, man. Let's see. We go back over here and taking a look at the comments, man. See if make sure I don't miss my members, man. Matt says Foreman made noise in the tournament last year. Furman did. They did it. They did their thing.
Mm-hmm.
They actually did they get a dub in the tournament? I can't really remember. Hey, Bunk, stop with them rumors, man. KJ ain't coming back, man. He says, Unbiased says Muzz was pissed about those week behind foul calls. Hey, we got the bad little brother back with us, man. He finally showed up. You know,
I know, right?
Brother's always late.
They always late. I was just gonna call you too.
Yes, sir, man. I got to saw a few bits and pieces of the game, man. But you know, what y'all think? What I missed? What y'all feeling?
Man,
I know y'all a little disappointed, man. It was a little too close for me.
I just don't like the fact that they just ain't playing hard, man. That's just what I don't like about it. It just feels like they just, like I said, man, we was talking about it earlier, man. They just play to the level of the competition, man, and that's the part that I personally ain't feeling, man. So that's just me.
Take that zoom off of me, bro. Now, why you got me over here looking like a fat head?
Yeah, because you is. If I don't zoom in, your head is halfway down. See, what you need to do is bring your camera down level so you won't have the problem. That's your fault.
I love the boy. I love the engineer.
Hey, but man, anything else y'all want to add about these basketball halls? They won.
Nope.
It wasn't a great game. It is what it is. We on to the next one. I don't get hype about the basketball team until they hit the SEC. Then I'm like, okay, now we can really see what they working with. So right now it's just all about filling out what we really got, man. And I think we need to do a deep dive and really talk about what we really got, because right now I don't know.
We mediocre.
Hey, shout out to Timothy,
y'all
man.
think Javon Mark was healthy?
Nah, I think he's still having a little. Yeah. They said that he was dealing with a little soreness and stiffness. So, you know how that go when you're playing basketball.
Yeah.
So I mean, like I said, I ain't gonna hold him to that right there. I mean,
yeah, he needs some time. He definitely needs some time. So we'll give him the time he needs to do his thing.
Matt said it was a first round upset for Foreman. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Jeremy Robertson says Foreman bumped Virginia is who they beat.
Everybody beat Virginia.
I know, right? Virginia terrible.
Yeah.
They ain't been good in a long time. They can make it to the tournament because they're in that whack conference. But
yeah, Virginia like that girl in the streets. Everybody, they just, hey, your turn. She for the Virginia for the streets. Everybody gets some of that. Hey man, let's get into our next segment, man. We about to talk about these halls, but man, before we get into that, man, hey G, holler at our sponsor, man.
Yo, man, we just like to thank 3M Electric. They are our official sponsor. They are an electrical company from Northwest Arkansas, and they handle everything. Electrical for your commercial or your residence. They are a SDVOSB. Now, you might not understand what that means, but let me just tell you what that means. That is a service disabled veteran owned small business. These guys are reliable and dependable. No job is too big or too small. What I need for you to do when it comes to your electrical needs is give 3M Electric a call. That phone number is 479-408-9865. Again, that phone number is 479-408-9865. And tell them the guys over here at the Woo Pig Podcast sent you, and they're going to give you something special. So thank you, 3M Electric.
Absolutely, man. Somebody said Jeremy Robertson's in the chat, man. He says, "Is Brazil okay?" Yeah, he probably just tweaked his ankle, man. I think somebody responded to you. Yeah, it didn't look like a bad tweet. He'll probably be back in the next game. So, man, let's talk about the new OC, not the new OC, the new offensive line coach, man. We got from Baylor, Eric Mateos. Is that his name? Yeah, that's his name. Yeah, that's him. Eric Mateos hired as a new offensive line coach. Last year, the Baylor Bears offensive line ranked 107 in the FBS. They allowed 34 sacks, almost 3 sacks a game. Another thing that I didn't put up here, they were dead last in rushing in the Big 12. So, yeah, somebody put in the chat in 2021, I think it was Matt, they had a great offensive line. But guess who their coach was? Who the players got recruited? That was Matt Rule's team.
Yep.
But when Matt Rule left, 2022 and 2023, they was terrible.
Yeah.
So, hey, are we just swapping out Eddie Kennedy, who was terrible, for another terrible O-line coach? What y'all think about this guy?
Little brother, I'm going to let you talk on it just for a second since you've been absent.
Man, I'm disappointed, to say the least. Now, I guess it could have been worse. Maybe. But, he is a guy that I believe he actually started from Arkansas. I think he was a grad assistant here a long time ago. So, he has that Arkansas tie, and that's probably why Pittman reached out to get him. But like y'all said, man, I haven't seen anything on his roster that's just mind-blowingly good from last season. Now, even though you could take that with a grain of salt, maybe Baylor just didn't have those guys, but it's hard for me to believe that he's going to come up to the SEC, a much better conference, and do any better than he did at Baylor. The biggest problem with our O-line was fundamentals. So I need to see what type of teaching this guy does. I need to see what type of man he is. This is the guy that I think caught everybody off guard. I didn't love the hire. I don't hate the hire. I feel like we changing now to 6 for a 6. And it's just like, yay. So I don't know. I'm going to give him a chance, but that's only because I got to. I don't got no choice. It's just this is not anybody that I would have approved or picked any type of way.
Yeah, so y'all are absolutely correct. In 2013 and 2015, he was, when Sam Pittman was the head coach, he was a grad assistant. And I hate, man, quit hiring your partners, man. You done hired all of these dudes that's terrible, man. He been hiring his partners and his little underlings. They, you know what I'm saying? Either you're not a good mentor or they just bad, man. Everybody that he's been hiring has been somebody that's had some ties to him. It's like he don't even know how to go out there and recruit. That's what that's doing when coaches have to go out here and get coaches. That's a recruit. You have to recruit them. He going to people that already know him. Hey, buddy, what you got going on? You want to come to the University of Arkansas? He ain't having to sell nothing. They not having to sell to him of what they can do because, okay, granted, like OD was talking about, in 2021, they had a good squad. 2020, 20 and 21, they actually, their offensive line was up for the Joe Moore Award, which is for the best offensive line. And they came up, I think they were runner-up. But after that, like you said, after the coach left, bro, last season, they 3-9, bro. They was worse than us.
And that's
Hey,
hard to
You
do.
feel me? That's hard to do. They
and
3-9.
and you know he gonna be making $600,000
Man, get yourself.
$600,000.
You mean tell me you went out and got a coach that they couldn't run the ball? They gave up over 34 sacks in a game for the year, and their team went 3-4 because they couldn't even run the football. Oh, we need him. That's gonna be a great hire, man. I ain't crazy about the hire, but he gonna have to show me something. You know what I'm saying? Because what have you done for me lately? I'm like Janet Jackson out here in these streets, man.
Hey man, let me read my super chats, man. Cedric Jones says, "Man, we got a Kennedy clone."
That's what I'm talking about. Both of them sloppy.
Hey man. Ken Phillips says the hire could be better. Pittman has got to stop being nice and hiring his friends.
That's what I just said. Took the words right out of my mouth. I'm telling y'all, the dude is not a great recruiter of men. He ain't a good, he's not a good leader of men, and he's not a good recruiter of men. You know what I'm saying? If all I got to do is go out here and just talk to the people that I know, and not have to even, put yourself out there and put yourself in some uncomfortable situations and out here and be like, hey man, I need a dog. It's what I need. I need somebody that's gonna come in here and feed them gunpowder for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. That's what I need. You know what I mean? But ain't nobody doing that. They out here giving out, Scooby snacks and stuff, man. That's terrible.
Not Scooby snacks, G.
I
just Scooby snacks.
But that's
I got
wild.
three
That's wild.
things to take away from this hire. That's kind of one thing is alarming, and two things is kind of signs of possible hope. So the one alarming thing I want to say is left tackle Devin Manuel left
Bye.
today or yesterday. And for that to happen, that means this coach was already announced to the team maybe a day or two before that. So did he leave because he saw this dude coming in and was like, bro, I'm done getting coached by these squares, these lames? Could that be a thing? It quite possibly could.
And we talking about the dude that was letting people just run around him all year long. That's the dude we worried about. Go back and look on the tape on that scrub, man, and look how many ends beat him on the left side, on the blind side. I mean, that's the most important side of football is that left side. And he want to leave, talking about he don't want to get coached by him. If that's what he did say, bro, you can't block nobody. You don't even own a kick step in your move. Come on, man. You saw the tapes.
Bunk says y'all judging this man by his cover. Not cool.
What else we got to go on? We don't watch them play.
Yeah. I mean, when the last time you watched the Baylor Bears football game? I'm just talking about stats. I don't watch Baylor football.
I
never will.
Watch. Never will. And that's what I'm saying. What else are we supposed to judge him by? His book of work. We said the fact.
I say this. So since we banging on him so hard, I give y'all this, fan base. I give y'all this. This for the hog pen. I'm gonna try to give y'all two positives that could come from this. One, hopefully Petrino has some type of say in this. If Petrino will vouch for this man, and if Petrino is willing to work for him, I'll give him a shot. I give you that.
Petrino don't work for him. Let's get done. Everybody on that offensive, they work for Petrino. Think about that. He don't.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Do you think Petrino had a say in that pick, though? That's what I'm saying.
I hope he does. I really do hope these offensive coaches hire is the people that Bobby Petrino is vetting. I really do hope that. Because as an offensive coordinator and the schemes that Bobby Petrino likes to run, your offensive line coach, your receivers coaches, all of these guys in these offensive rooms, those running back room, that quarterback room, all of those guys going to have to be on the same page. So I hope that, it's one of those things that he's really, got his hands in as these hires.
That's real. All right. Now, this is my last could be positive point from hiring this guy from Baylor. Where is Baylor located? Texas, right? So maybe Pittman got him simply because maybe he got some connects down in Texas from some high school type things, and maybe it's a recruiting advantage. Just maybe. I'm trying to look at some silver linings in this. So, I mean, maybe that's one thing that led into it. Maybe, he told Pittman, hey, I got a lock on a couple of these Texas schools. We can get us some big old Texas boys to revamp that O-line since y'all having so many departures. I don't know.
Well, I ain't gonna roast him too bad, but that's just only thing I'm doing is reading the stats. I'm reading the stats and I'm reading the information that's out here on him. Nobody is out here saying that this dude is a stellar offensive line coach. 2021, they were up for that the Joe Moore Award. That was it. Ain't nobody else out here, shooting no guns up in the air about him. So why should I?
Yep.
I mean, I said what I said, man. It's the barbershop. I ain't here to, pump nobody's sunshine. I'm reading the facts of the material that's out here on this guy. You don't know him. There's nobody else in here know him either.
Nope.
So what we talking about? Talking about don't y'all giving him a hard time, man. I'm just reading the book.
Yeah, the man is not highly reputable whatsoever. So I don't know. I don't know what we get into, y'all. But it's a lot of Hog fans that love to have that false hope. Like, oh, I trust in Pittman. Do you? I mean, if any fan can look me dead in the face and say they truly trust Pittman, I'm gonna question you. I'm sorry. I mean, he made some good defensive hires last year. I give him that. But losing Browse, hiring Enos, keeping Kennedy for as long as he did, saying he don't know in the press conferences, Pittman gonna have to prove to me, and I hope this hire is what he uses to prove it to us.
Man, hey, put that bunk back up on the screen. The dude in the comments, I'm saying the exact same. I just said I gave the dude his flowers that he had 2 O-lines. I said in 20 and 21 they were finalists, but those were his first years there. Them wasn't his kids he was coaching.
Facts.
So what are we talking about? Those were not his kids. He just came into a situation and the train was already rolling. After those guys left, they 3-8. 3-9, I'm sorry. So come on, man. Bunk, I wanna say I love you, bro, but I can't get with you on that one.
Well, in other news, moving on, we already talked about Devin Manuel being gone. He left. Let me bring. But we also left Tareen Carter. He went into the portal today. So he out of here.
So who we got now? We got Pooh Paul, Manny Powell, Jordan Crook, Tareen Carter, Devon Manuel. Who else? Hunter Talley, the tight end, Chris Rhodes, AJ, and then Jalen Lewis. So man, we got a lot of turnover.
We did, but
and hopefully KJ.
But do y'all realize the amount of starters or possible starters or even just people with significant playing time we losing? Like AJ Green, gone. That's a big piece. Devin Manuel started left tackle on half the games this year. Torian Carter, one of the biggest D-line middle threats that we had this year. Jordan Crook and Manny Powell, they didn't play as much as I expected them to at that linebacker position, but that's simply because Jaheim Thomas and Greer stepped up so hard. But I mean, still, just to leave, that's crazy to me. They sophomores, they got so much more potential. And then Pooh Paul, you just can't put that type of, when you see starters and captains type players leaving, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna always think, what's going on with the culture right now? What is this?
I mean, think about it though. Just to answer the question you just asked, what's going on with the culture? We had a coach that was, I mean, just soft as wet toilet tissue. I mean, come on, man. What you mean? What's going on with the culture? Don't nobody want to play for a dude that's that weak. I'm sorry. Nobody wants to play for a lame duck. Everybody know that. And I've been saying this, and I keep saying it, man. Nice guys don't keep jobs. Is sometimes you have got to coach these guys. you gotta coach him hard. You know what I'm saying? And he just don't have that type of, what did Tonga Tao call it? Testicular fortitude. You know what I'm saying?
That's real.
So, on another note, AJ Green hit the portal today, so he's done. He's out of here, and I think that's a good decision for AJ.
Me too, sadly.
Yeah.
But then again, I think if you think about what Petrino said and what he has shown in his career, he is not like Dan Enos. He is not a system guy. He believes in getting the ball to the best players. And I really wish AJ would have stuck it out one more year, because I promise you, I think Petrino would have had a field day with his speed. I'm sorry. And I stand on that.
Yeah. We shall see, man. It's just it's all new right now, man. We just got to work with what we got and whoever we bringing in, because we bringing in some running backs. I don't know what we got in this guy from St. Louis. I don't know what kind of back he is, but we know the guy from Benton. He's a big boy. He gonna be a bruiser. Augusta, we saw him play this, so we know he gonna be a dog. But one thing we ain't really talked about is Rocket. Rocket ain't said a word. So if he ain't said nothing, are we to assume Rocket coming back?
I don't even know how to feel about it. I promise I don't. That's such a risk. You're right. He ain't said nothing.
Have a look. Michael Reeves, he says, have a little faith in Sam. He is a CEO. Let him take a breath. We got the D covered. We now have an D coordinator. We now have an office coordinator. This is the year. Fail or pass, just like summer school. Woo pig suey. Yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna give everybody a chance. I'm gonna ride with him. Get him. I mean, do your thing, DZ.
What is with this? I don't know who it was who wrote this article about Pittman being a CEO. Where do y'all get this? Where do you see a CEO in America that's gonna let the biggest, most important part of his company, aka the O-line, struggle when you're supposed to be an O-line extraordinaire? I don't see a CEO allowing that to happen. CEOs are tough guys. OD been saying it forever. Nice guys finish. I never seen a nice CEO that be successful. I'm so sick of this. Pittman is the CEO. You know what that means? We don't have any real title to give him because we don't know what type of coach he is. So we're going to say, oh, he's a CEO guy. He's not. He is a nice, friendly recruiter. I don't even know. Some type of weird new hybrid coach that's just not. I don't know. Don't get me started. I'm sorry, y'all. But that CEO stuff make me mad. What about Pittman said CEO to y'all?
None. None.
I keep seeing that, and I'm just not understanding. Somebody in the chat, let me know what is this CEO Pittman stuff? What is he CEOing?
Hey, shout out to Lane New, man, one of our members, man. Hey, thank you for the super chat. We appreciate your support in the channel. He said Rocket is between the NFL and Stan. Hey,
I don't know.
I would love to see Rocket come back, but man, running backs got a short lifespan, and I just think he should go pro. That's my take on that, man.
Hold on, man. Somebody bunk on me, man. Bunk say I'm avoiding the question. What question, man? I said what I said, man. I answered your question, man. I don't know what question you talking about. I ain't see no other question that you asked. He said, Big says, so does Petrino get praise if we go on a tear next year?
Duh.
I mean,
Absolutely.
why would he not get it? The CEO ain't gonna get it. So if that's the question you thought I was ducking, no. Yeah. Hey, it's really a lose-lose for Pittman. It's a lose-lose for him, because if we go on a tear, he ain't gonna get no credit. If we don't go on a tear, he gonna be like it was a terrible hire. So it's a lose-lose for him.
Well, we gonna open this thing up, man, like we do, man. I don't know if anybody gonna come up tonight, because ain't nobody here. Box, the typical guys that come up, they ain't here today. But the problem is, I don't even see my link.
Oh man, this dude, man, put that in part of your checklist. I thought we discussed that. Make it a part of your checklist, man. Before you do anything, reboot. Just reboot.
Wow.
I mean, it takes you 5 minutes.
Easy for y'all guys to say.
Oh
easy,
man, it's pretty
easy.
Just reboot.
Ah, there it is. There it is, right there.
Who want to come holler at with?
It was hiding behind. Hey, light skin Los, come kick it with us, man.
That dude said Pittman is a good CE. No.
Hey, Ken Phillips says he said he is CEO. He is the CEO of getting us back to the Chad Morris era.
All right. Moon. He says the only thing that says CEO about Pittman in his house
is his
house. Definitely not his leadership.
Thank you.
Light Skin Low says Pittman, a good CEO. CEO. Oh man. Hey man, thank y'all for supporting the channel, man. We appreciate y'all.
Man, Parahog. What Parahog, man? I ain't seen that dude in here in a minute.
Parahog just hit us with a super chat.
That's what I'm saying. I ain't seen
KJ just entered the transfer portal.
No way.
I hope
let me check.
We're gonna fact check you right now, Parahog.
Hey, Parahog come with the facts, man.
He do.
Him and Moon, I trust what they talking about.
Hey, Moon is the resident statistician.
Absolutely.
Hey, he come with that. Whenever he put it on there, hey man, write it down.
Where'd you get that information at? Because it's not on his Instagram. It's not on any of my news page. I see some old linemen decommitting though.
Yeah, they was trash anyway. I said what I said. Hey, unbiased.
Decommit. People that was supposed to come.
Hey, unbiased. I see you. I know you at work because I got that black box on the screen.
I know, right? Hey, we can't hear you, man. Unmute yourself.
Well, maybe he got a call. We're gonna come back to unbiased. We're gonna put you back in the room. But it says you muted yourself, so unmute yourself. I'll be looking for you. But I'm gonna read this super chat we got. Hey, Fishman is in the building. We ain't seen Fishman in a minute. Guru to doo-doo enough said.
Guru to doo-doo.
Hey man,
Fishman shooting shots tonight.
Hey man, look at Pooh Bear. Man,
I was just going to call him out.
Man, come on, man. Put that in the box right now. Pooh Bear. Just right above Fishman.
Pooh Bear underscore the plug. I got something for him too.
Yeah. He said, okay, I've heard a lot of complaining, guys, but how about you give some answers? Any O-line guys you would like these gentlemen to go after? D-line?
Hey, man. You want me to get him or you want to get him?
We're going to let the little brother get this. Get him, DZ.
All right, Pooh Bear. First of all, thank you for your comment. Thank you for tapping in with us and all of that. None but love and support with everything I'm about to say. But, hey, man, that ain't our job. Y'all CEO supposed to be the guy that's supposed to find the O-lineman and the D-lineman and all of that. We supposed to talk about it. And that's what we do. We going to keep this barbershop rolling. And it is what it is, man. Like I said, appreciate your comment, but I don't got time all day to go through O-line and D-line. But if you get paid millions to do that, and this is the result you're getting, the trash people want to leave, the portal guys don't want to come here. It's just, I don't know. I'm gonna rest my case. Even high school kids, we just had a decommitment from a 3-star. Imagine being a 3-star and not even want to come to the hill.
Oh my God!
I'm sorry.
Hey, unbiased. What's up with you, baby? You at work tonight?
Nah, I'm off for the next few nights. So I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of a hard time, but at the same time, I understand where you guys are coming from because of what I say, cautious optimism. But when I see a 4-star O lineman Greer decommit, that kind of raises a red flag. Now let's talk about the O line coach. Now I think y'all being a little bit hard on him, but I understand why you are though. But this is the deal. I think he's good at fundamentals because at BYU he had a great offensive line. Then when he went to Baylor, the offensive line was good. The reason why the offensive line wasn't great this last year, they had one returning starter. And they had 60 total starts on the offensive line, and 40 of them came from one player. And they still allowed a whole lot less sacks than we did. They were middle of the pack, middle of the pack. So the offensive line wasn't why Baylor was trash. I watched some Baylor games. Their offensive line wasn't horrible. They just didn't execute very well. The quarterback wasn't that good either. So the jury's out on them. I'm going to give them a chance. Am I excited about it? Nah, I'm not excited about it. But I'm going to give him a chance because it looks like he is fundamentally sound as a coach. Because you got to think about it. His old line helped get Zach Wilson drafted. And we see how good Zach Wilson is, or not how good he is. Right? Zach Wilson is super trash, right? At the Jets, he's super trash.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean,
Absolutely.
But the offensive line was great, and guess who was the coach of those offensive lines? He was. So he helped get a quarterback drafted because the offensive line is good, and he's gotten three guys into the pros as offensive linemen. So he has some credentials. He does have some positives, but there are some negatives as well. And I'm not going to pretend that they don't exist. But I'm not excited. But when it comes to the portal, though, we should not be really too upset overall. We lost 20 players in the portal, 20, and we only lost really one starter, and that was a big starter though. Paul, that hurt my soul, and I had to unfollow him because I couldn't see Ole Miss offers, and Auburn offers. I couldn't take it. I can't take it. No, I can't take it. And I love him in his spots, but I just couldn't take it. So we should definitely question what's going on. We should.
Yeah.
We absolutely should. But we gotta kind of wait and see how this plays out. It's a long drawn out process. I hate this portal. It's way too soon the way they do this portal. You got quarterbacks that got bowl games and they portaling themselves out. Before I go, because I know there's other people on. Did y'all see Catalan portal too on a championship potential Texas team?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't think we should get him back. That guy is glass, unfortunately. I think he's a good leader, but he's made of glass, unfortunately. You know, you blow a little wind.
He hurt.
Catalan's hurt. Just a little breeze. But that's my piece. Let me go and let the next person rock out. But listen, cautious optimism. Let's just see how it play out.
Hey,
appreciate you, brother.
100%.
Get out that closet.
I'm outside.
That's gonna be your new sound effect. Unbiased. We gonna start playing the R. Kelly joint when you come on the screen. Now.
In the closet.
Don't do me like that.
Hey man, it's all love, baby.
Hey, light skin Los.
What's happening, man? I'm not here for a long time. I'm here for a good time.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Hey, man, what you think about these basketball hogs, man?
Man, if they don't get that D pause, if they don't get that D together, man, we in trouble. That 3-point defense is trash.
Bro.
Trash.
Hey, bro, Brazil man was dropping him off. You see that? Brazil's
they
man
finally letting him go, man. You know, they finally unleashing him, man. You know, if we can keep turnover Ellis from messing up as much as he does, then we'll be all right. Battle gonna get his. That he kind of got that note in him. He gonna get that gun. Yeah, but hey, other than that, I think
Johnson Jr.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
We'll be all right. But man, it's kind of painful to watch the defense or lack thereof right now because they're not playing really good D at all.
Do you feel like that they're playing down to the competition? Because I felt like they came out against Duke with way more energy, way more defensive intensity. They were jumping passing lanes. They were up in the shooters. They were just all over the place. So what do you think the difference is? Do you think it's just the hype? They feel like, oh, this is a scrub team. And you know what I'm saying? Yeah. What you think about that, Los?
Man, sad to say that's the case. I mean, we've seen it, and they caught that buzzsaw with the Greensboro team. The boys came in and gave them the business, punched them in the mouth, and man, they didn't know how to act. I mean, they kept getting stuck, and man, they didn't know how to take it. But yeah, they definitely played down to the competition, but that's gonna have to stop because it'll get real rough in the SEC. We'll lose 3 or 4 real quick if we don't get a handle on that.
Yeah.
We got a super chat from Parahog.
Well,
Shout
go
out
ahead and read.
Parahog, man.
Just guess I'm
Yes,
seeing things. I'm ready to move on.
You was talking about KJ. He had said he maybe KJ posted something and deleted it. I don't know. But
I don't know. He need to get his stroll on. I'm sorry. His time is up, bro. It's time for him to kick rocks.
Deezy. So let me ask you a question. Out of the guys that's in the portal and the quarterbacks, I think I looked at the portal sheet earlier, and it's a lot of quarterbacks already coming off the board. Who do you think we need to go get?
Man, it's so
Boise
many
State.
of them.
I see.
Yeah.
The guy from
You
Boise
said Boise
State.
State. You want to know? This might sound crazy, but you know who I think we should go get from the backyard?
Who that?
Will Rogers, who just left Mississippi State.
Can't afford them.
I mean, I say this. The only reason why I say I think we can, I think the price is going to drop simply because Ohio State's Kyle McCord just left. Dylan Gabriel, Oklahoma, just left. Cameron Ward, Washington State, just left. Like, so many. Kansas State quarterback just left. Duke quarterback Riley Leonard just left. He probably going to follow his coach.
UCLA.
And even DJ Ugalele or whatever his name is from Oregon State, who was eventually or was originally with Clemson. It's so many quarterbacks that is saturating the market. So that price is going to drop. A lot of those quarterbacks who thought they was going to be a big commodity because of so many guys. I don't know what you think. I'm biased. I think we can afford some guys. I'm sorry.
That's. I mean, I like your train of thought and the wishfulness of that. But the truth of the matter is, when you got Penn State, Notre Dame, and all these other colleges that's going to actually be vying for Will Rogers, we're not going to be able to afford him. He is at the top of the heap of the quarterbacks. We're not going to be able to get him. And plus, there's a rumor that there's a team that's involved right now with Will Rogers, and it ain't us. Unfortunately, I don't think we can afford him. He's going to get $2 million probably to be a quarterback.
Come on now, $2 million.
That boy said today's prices is not yesterday's price.
You think?
I'm telling you. I know the thing is, you can't base it off last year. Last year they was trash because they didn't have the same offense. But if you go by his numbers before, he can sling that rock. He can sling that pigskin. It's gonna be suitors out there, and those suitors gonna have deeper pockets than us or willing to throw more money than us. I don't think we should throw out big money for a quarterback. We shouldn't. We got 2 respectable quarterbacks. We just need to bring another good one in. I think the Boise State gentleman is solid, and then invest in the offensive line. That's what we need to invest in. Is the offensive line.
Yeah.
And one more thing I want to say real quick.
I just want to ask that real quick. What respected quarterbacks do we have?
We have. Wow. Don't we have 2 quarterbacks on our roster right now?
Malachi Singleton and Criswell are respected quarterbacks. Don't get me wrong. I'm a fan of both of those guys, but compared to, I will take any name on the list in the portal right now over them. I'm sorry.
You wilding for respect because that DJ Ukulele, he's overrated. The dude from Oklahoma, he was pretty decent, but he's going to Mississippi State. I'm willing to bank on that. Then you got what's homeboy for Ohio State. He had all that talent and still couldn't produce on a high level. He was a product of the talent that surrounded him. There's some quarterbacks that's extremely overrated, and I think you're basing it based on the teams they played on with phenomenal talent that surrounded them. But I just want to say something real quick so you guys know this. When it comes to the rumor mill, everybody needs to block. What is it? Hog insider, block him. He's hog outsider. Nothing he kicks is fact. He's hog outsider. You need to block him. That news about the Ohio State quarterback was interested was all false. The person the group, the Twitter handle you need to follow what's going on is Hog Anonymous. Hog Anonymous, as solid as it gets. Everything the Hog Anonymous drops is based off factual stuff. That dude Hog Insider, HAWG Outsider, block him. AAP.
I'm finna go get a Hog Anonymous right now.
Yeah, Hog Anonymous is good money. He's good money. He let us. He basically let us know it was going to be an offensive player. We was going to be a little sad about. That was Cam. He knew Pooh Paul was leaving. Everything he is dropping is factually based. I got a feeling he's really like the real insider on the low.
That's his Twitter handle.
It's HOG Anonymous. Yep. But block the HAWG insider. If you look at his the profile, he says your second most trusted source. That let you know he trash.
He out here selling second place like it's something.
He's
First
super.
loser.
No, he's super. You got to put the duper on him. He's super duper trash.
Dang. So,
But
Super trash.
yes,
question,
perfect time.
So who is okay? So the skill positions that we need to fill is offensive line, and what are you saying? Running back?
We need to get another running back.
I disagree.
We need another running back.
I
disagree. Quarterback. Look, man, and I want y'all to think about this too when y'all answer G question about what position we need. This could be Pittman's last season to prove himself, or his job is gone. Petrino could be gone. This whole thing could get blown up again. Are you willing to bet your future on Griswell and
Yes, if you give him an offensive line. Yes, if you listen, if you put all the money on the quarterback but no offensive line, what the hell is it going to do us? We need an offensive line. Seriously, that's the number one issue.
Oh, man, sorry. I think those guys would be great if we were in the old days where you get 2-3 years to develop. But now it's what are you doing this year? And I just don't see any of those guys being anything close to Heisman front runners in any stretch of the imagination, or just solid. I don't know. That's just me. And I'm fans of those guys. Don't get me wrong, but when you got that much talent in the portal, it's hard for me to pass that up.
Los, what you say?
Man, I'm kind of with Deezy. It's nice to have Malachi Singleton and Criswell around, but man, that Boise State kid looked like good money to me, man. I'd love to try to get him. But then again, too, man, that O line without an O line, everybody trash. Running back, quarterback, everybody.
Yeah,
that's real.
That's fact.
I agree with the O line, but unbiased, you can't tell me you don't think we need a quarterback, dog, or at least
I didn't say we don't need a quarterback. I want the Boise State guy, but we don't need to be overspending for a quarterback. We need to invest on the positions that we need the most. I think the Boise State quarterback is a great get, and he's at least expensive get.
I just cannot fathom $2 million. I just cannot.
It's gonna be more than KJ. It's gonna be more than what KJ's been getting. To get Will Rogers is gonna be more than what KJ was getting. I guarantee you that. And KJ was getting a cool millie.
I don't think the prices is what we think they are for real. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I think 1 million tops at max. Because there's 20 quarterbacks all of the best teams in the country just lost their quarterback. We talking about Ohio State, Oklahoma. Like, I don't know.
Oklahoma's already the Oklahoma quarterback. I already know he's going to Mississippi State. Mark my words. Count me on that. The Ohio State quarterback, super overrated. Look at the talent he has surrounding him. Look at the talent. Marvin
So
Harrison.
where's so who do you where do you think if he's going to Mississippi State, where do you think KJ's going? Because that's where we really thought KJ was going to go to Mississippi State, been in Mississippi State because he's not going to Ole Miss.
I don't want to be mean. I don't know. And it's unfortunately not my concern at this moment in time. My concern is about them putting the best team together next year. If they do bring KJ back, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know what to say about that. Because I got to give him.
You heard what I said about that.
I know what you said.
Hey, KJ, I don't think he's a Bobby Petrino quarterback. So
he's not. He can't read defense. He can't audible at the line. He throws at the feet sometimes. He throws too high sometimes. He doesn't do great second and third reads. He's not a Bobby Petrino quarterback. He's not. And the thing is, the reason why Bobby Petrino worked with what's my man?
KC?
No. Louisville. Lamar Jackson. Because Lamar Jackson is a superior athlete. KJ's not KJ's big and strong, but he's not going to outrun you for an 80-yard touchdown. The things that Lamar does, KJ can't do. So those things, even though Lamar couldn't always read defenses great, but his skill set was so phenomenal that it could, get past some of those things. KJ just can't quite get all the way past some of his deficiencies. But we do. I think we should get a quarterback. DZ, I'm with you on that, but I think we should get the Boise State quarterback, and we need to get a O-line. We need to go at the best O-lineman there is. Get another linebacker or two, get another running back, and go at the best O-linemen we can get, and then let's run it back and see what happens.
I couldn't agree with you. I couldn't agree with you more on that. So DZ, tell me, is it anything else or anybody else in the portal right now, either on the defensive side of the ball and the offensive side of the ball, that you feel like can fill some of these gaps that we have? Is that are you kind of in agreement with that, what Unbiased is talking about?
I mean, yeah, I do agree. I definitely agree. We can't spend it all on the quarterback. But I think when you think about what an offensive lineman is, it's like offensive linemen aren't gonna chase money like a quarterback or running back or wide receiver with. They want to go somewhere where they feel like they will get cultivated more. I only know this because I was an offensive line once upon a time. And it's more of a brotherhood. It's more of a fraternity. It's more of a, are these guys next to me? Am I going to be able to? Because this is the thing about offensive linemen. If you are an all-American right guard and you on a team full of scrubs, that will actually hurt you. You don't get to shine as much when you on that O-line. So as much as I want to say, we'll be able to just go buy some O-linemen, I actually think O-linemen will be harder to buy because O-linemen don't usually leave as much as these other positions do. So I think it's a little bit of a stretch for us to just think that we can just go buy O-line. That's going to be hard to do. I think you buy a good O-line coach, which we did not do. And I think that shatters any dream for me to get some great O-linemen.
Hold up, DZ. Who's the O-line coach that you would want? Who's the O-line coach?
I'm going to say this. I don't even know O-line coaches had names. Let's keep it real. Pittman was the first one I ever heard with a Hollywood blockbuster name. So I don't know any O-line coaches. I'm not going to even act like I do. But it had to be something better than old boy that we got. I'm sorry. It had to.
You talking like he's super trash, like he has not produced NFL talent, like he's not got people to the NFL. Last year was his worst year as an offensive line coach, and they were still middle of the pack with only one returning starter. If we had that, we would have won 3 or more games if we had that.
But we allowed
4 sacks a game. They allowed 2.
Is he walking into a lot of talent in our locker room on the O-line? No. So it's going to be just like Baylor last year, according to what you're saying.
But he looks like he teaches fundamentals well, though. That's the thing. We needed a guy that can teach fundamentals because that was one of the big problems with our offensive line was the fundamentals, getting off of the ball properly, catching their assignments. I mean, we were getting beat on on a 5-man rush with a basic stunt blitz. We need
Yo,
fundamentals.
So hey man, we got a super chat. I don't know what OD is, but let me Moon Zoo, our resident statistician says the kid from Boise State had 11 touchdowns and 9 interceptions this year. He also completed less than 60% of his passes. He's a project. So maybe this kid from Boise State, he ain't really just, I mean,
Super
stellar.
trash.
So I don't know. You guys
I'm
are
telling
wanting
y'all
this
right
guy.
now.
You guys are wanting this guy, but hey, the resident statistician says 9 picks, 11. He almost 50%.
I ain't never seen him play. I don't even know who he is.
Crickets.
That's why
We got some research to do. We got some research to do. I just don't. I listen. I would love to have Will Rogers, but I think if we get Will Rogers, then what? I don't think we get the offensive line that we need because there are some
I
offensive line guys in the
think
portal. There's an Oklahoma guy that just went to the portal as an offensive lineman. There's a Texas A&M guy that went to the portal. We just offered. Who did we offer? Damn it, dang it. I can't remember who we offered, but we offered another offensive lineman, and then we got that really big guy from JUCO, which I hope he turns out to be good. But again, we're betting on JUCO. It's like you don't know till you know.
Hey, maybe your all-star offensive line coach that you vouching for gonna coach him up.
So stop it, DZ. I ain't vouching for him. I'm saying give him a chance. I said I'm not sold. I'm not sold. I just think he's better than what we are thinking that he is, but he's not as good as we wanted. That's what I'm saying. Is that a fair assessment?
That's fair.
That's fair.
That's fair.
Cautious
OD,
optimism.
what
That's
happened
why I
to
try to
OD?
tell the whole fan base.
Hey, y'all sent out an APB for OD, man. I don't know what happened to this sucker, man. The dude dropped
Free
out.
OD.
Free
Oh,
OD.
and real quick, there you go. And just on a basketball note, listen, since we play down to our competition, we'll play up to our competition too. So be mindful of that. I think Coach Mush is going to be digging in their butts, and I think when we do play the upper competition, we will show up and show out. It will be some moments where we'll be scratching our head, but Musk gets the team together at the right time. And this game Saturday is a pretty big game because OU was undefeated and ranked and playing well. So this is another great barometer test and a game to get up for.
We've been talking about. Hey, OD highlight right there. Arkansas mullet man. You muted, bro. We can't hear you.
Oh, my
You
bad.
got
There we
everything
go.
going on tonight, bro.
Nah, I got some other stuff I got going on, man.
Clearly.
That's why I said y'all got to run the show. I sent y'all a message. I said y'all might need to run the show a little bit tonight. See, y'all see what happened when I ain't here. Y'all see what happened, right?
No.
Hey, you was doing this
It was
thing,
good.
man.
It was solid.
You ran off like the Bears offensive lineman.
I didn't get none of that text message. I just seen you disappear. Hey man, I can fill in, bro. I don't need you.
Hey, so Arkansas Bullet Man, he says Pittman talking about how we gonna use all this NIL money. We still offering JUCO players. We need to be pulling top players out of the portal, not JUCO talent. Not against JUCO, but dang. Hey.
No lies.
Be mad at that statement.
Yeah.
Not at all.
But remember,
Not
it's really early in the game, though. It's very early in the game. We on day one pretty much at this point. That's why I'm saying we gotta be a little patient here. And see how it unfolds.
Hey, I want y'all to do me a favor before we keep going, man. If you ain't hit the like button, as my boy Unbiased say, man, if you come to somebody's house, what you do? You wipe your feet. The like button is wiping your feet, man. Wipe your feet for your boy. Hit the like button if you ain't hit it, if you ain't did it yet.
And then put 40 minutes of hell pressure on the like button.
They don't know what that means. They do not know.
We do though. We do though. Rolling Nolan, baby.
Hey,
We need that.
Brian Mulder. Only 6 offensive rebounds tonight. No one crashing the boards after we shoot. Super trash.
Super trash.
That's called playing down to your opponent. The effort.
Yeah, that's all they do.
It's like I said. I mean, I had kind of brought that up. They were just the intensity wasn't there, for me tonight. It just wasn't. I mean, they were just, it was like they was playing a scrimmage game or something.
We just had superior talent that that won the game for us. That's all that was. It wasn't really we played better than them. We just had superior talent.
Mm-hmm. But where is that? That's like, to me, that's like no dog. Lowe's, you remember the times when us playing pickup ball when we clearly better than the team, we ran them off the court. We was trying to blow them out. You know what I'm saying? We wanted to sell most skunk.
But
You see
hold
what
on
I'm
now.
saying?
How many out of us 3? Now I know y'all don't know this dude I'm about to name, but how many times did you lose the Brewer?
Never.
Come on, man. You can't lie.
Hey.
Brewer would be on the team, and you be like, how they hanging around? They just be hitting all kinds of stuff. You got Brewer
Hey, you
and
know
Terry
what?
on the team. I'm
Hey,
like,
Brewer,
how these fools in the game?
Because Brewer smelled like a 6-pack of Swahili and
Like he
motor
touched
oil.
7 yards before he came.
Oh, so y'all say you couldn't play defense on him because he was watching like wild wolf booty.
Boy.
Hey, man.
He
That's
came
what
to the
I
court
thought.
like that.
He's like, man, how you just come in? We just now getting started and you smelling like that.
Man,
That was his
man, I've been
offensive
working all
strategy
day.
to be offensive.
Hey, man, I've been working all day, bro. I've been working.
Hey, didn't he get mad when you tell him, hey, bro, you musty? That ain't me, man. That ain't me. Fool, that's you. You got the whole court funky out here, dog.
That's you, man. That's you.
Oh man.
Oh my gosh, bro.
I remember that.
know,
So,
it's
but yeah,
scary.
you say what?
But my point in
it's
saying that
scary.
was that sometimes when somebody come on the court and you can beat them, you just sit around there and you play around, you don't shoot, you just lollygagging, and then next thing you know, you're down by 5. And you be like, hold up, man, we got to play for real. But then they got the momentum, and then they actually do beat you. And you could beat them. It happens. It's happened to all of us. You can't say it ain't never happened to you before. It has.
Yeah, that's right. Because you've beat me a time or two.
Hey, bro. Hey, everybody know
Definitely
how I
happened
get
before
down.
because I was a trash player that played on the team. We was trash and we beat a good team because they thought they was going to be the smokers and they wasn't on their game. And we was on
Yeah.
our game and we beat them. So yeah,
Mhm.
I was a trash team. I was part of a trash team that beat a good team before. So yes, it's a fact.
Yo,
I'm
y'all hit
biased,
the like button, man.
I'm
My
biased.
man
Look like
Tim
he
is
can
on-
shoot underhand.
Oh, you trying to do me dirty now? No, I ain't gonna let you do me like that. If I had a game, I'm super washed now. But when I was pretty good, my game was like John Starks mixed with Mark Jackson. Not fancy with the handles, but you can't rip me. And when I'm on, and when I'm off, I am off.
I get that.
Mm-mm.
7 more likes.
Yeah, let's go and
Yeah.
get that 100, man. Let's go get the 100. Oh, D over
Yeah,
here,
we got
boy.
a 153 here.
Yeah.
What else we got to talk about tonight, man? What else is it?
Man, I don't think we got nothing else on the docket, man.
Ain't nothing else on the docket. Anybody
Nothing
else
else
got
on the docket.
anything? Hey, Lowe's, man, I've been trying to call you, sucker, man. I got the package for you.
Man,
You ain't gonna show the women's basketball team no love.
Man, I
Hey,
don't even
man,
know nobody on their team.
Oh
I don't
dang,
know
I be
nobody.
keeping up with them. Only thing about them is they shoot way too many threes. Just too many threes. They're a pretty good team. They just jack up too many threes though. That's the only thing. That's what I mean. That's the only thing about the squad. But I think they got a chance to be pretty good this year.
yeah, they balling this year.
Yeah, they done beat a couple of top ranked
We
teams.
beat Florida State on the road, but we got smacked by UCLA yesterday before yesterday at home though. We came back. I mean, a little bit. We was down by like 23, and then we lost by like 10. But it's because we were shooting way too many threes.
Hey, Twan 2 times says DJ from Oregon State is going to be the guy.
No,
Hey. Hey.
I'm not
Why don't
convinced with him. Why don't I like him? Because when it's
Yeah, I
crunch
mean,
time, when it's lunchtime, he ain't punching in, putting in work.
Hmm.
What has he done when it's crunch time to make me believe that he's the guy? What did he do at Clemson? He folded and left. Then he went to Oregon State. He was
Oregon
pretty
State,
decent. Just
he had a decent year.
decent. So he had a KJ 9 and 4 years. What you trying to tell me?
Hey, KJ didn't have a 9 and 4 year this year. I'll tell you that. Take me back.
That's true, D.
He threw
Now,
for 2,600 yards, 21 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. I'll take it.
I'm gonna go back to this comment
That look
about
like that
women's
sound like
basketball
KJ
team.
numbers.
I just want to say this about the women's basketball team. I was watching a video that they actually had 3 women basketball players from the Arkansas Razorbacks doing a podcast. That joint had 6 views, bro.
Wow.
6. Nobody watches that, man. And I ain't saying it to be funny. I'm just saying nobody watches. If people actually was wanting to see something about women's basketball, I would probably do it. I enjoy watching. I shouldn't say that. Women play basketball much better than guys. I respect their game.
Fundamentally.
Fundamentally, they play better basketball than guys. But nobody cares, bro. It's like nobody cares about women's basketball until the tournament time.
That's it.
Yeah, and that's it.
Unless we got an Angel Reese on the team or something.
And still, you know what the joke used to be up on the hill, bro? They was like, hey, man, if y'all looking for a good place to study that's nice and quiet, go to a women's basketball game.
That's dirty. That's dirty. That's
Yeah.
dirty.
They call out here.
Hey, y'all crazy.
Hey. Lane New said, let's talk about receivers. Who do you want from the portal? Who are you letting transfer?
Man, that cat from Florida International.
Man,
Is he in the portal?
Yep.
he is in the portal.
Yes, he is.
We need
Let
him
Borden
ASAP.
go.
He gonna cost way too much money though.
Chris
That boy-
Mitchell?
No, he ain't.
He shouldn't cost
The
no
dude
money.
No,
from
he ain't.
Boy,
FIU,
snatching
that
everything.
boy is a
No, he ain't gonna
beast,
cost
bro.
too much money. Yeah, but it ain't gonna cost too much money, bro.
Hey, man, but
It's
he
only-
ain't gonna
it's
demand
only
that
wide
much money coming from that school.
Okay.
Let Borden go and pick him up.
When they start
Oh, yeah,
throwing
we-
around them dollars and cents, and they're gonna be like, hey, Texas A&M got a meal. We got a meal ticket for you. He ain't.
Oh, we
working?
almost forgot. We forgot. Our whole tight ends are coming back. Ty is coming back. I was very happy to see that. That
Yeah,
is
we
something
talked
good.
about
Our
that
tight
earlier.
end room is going to be phenomenal.
Well, that just means that they gave him some money. That's all that means. So
Now
you
that
got,
don't mean that.
that's what it means, man. Come on now, don't
That
be
boy was
naive.
out.
That
You know
means
what I'm
he
saying?
believes in what Bobby Petrino's going to do for him as a player.
And they
We
pay.
can't automatically assume it's about the bread, man. It ain't always about the
That's
money.
all it's about.
No,
Hey,
because
man,
see, the thing is, we did that with Poopaw, and Poopaw's father said it ain't about no money. He got tight about that because he said it ain't about the money, and I knew it. I figured it out. It ain't about the money. It's about the fact that there was players that really cared, and they saw players cracking up, laughing, keying after losing by 31, and it probably rubbed them the wrong way. That's why Paul is gone, because he cared enough, and he saw not enough players caring at the end of the day, losing by 31, and then you laughing and smiling with the opposite team.
well, because KJ got paid. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say I don't think KJ needs to be here, because I think that, when a broke, almost, when somebody that one,
Don't do it. Not again.
hey man, I was about to get in my feelings again. But you know how it is
Go to
when
closet too.
when you give somebody something that they ain't never had, and sometimes it go to their head. And I think that's a classic example, man. He just, he quit caring. He quit, you know what I'm saying? He, like I say, riding around here, flossing, coming around here in these Sambone suits. Ain't nobody trying to hear that. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody trying to hear that.
Hey, and for the record, I just looked up the transfer wide receivers. Chris Mitchell not even in the top 50. We can get him for a scholarship and a Boosie fade.
Not a Boosie fade.
Oh,
Somebody cut his hair so we can get him on campus.
Hey man, y'all watching that NFL game, bro? It's 31-31 in OT.
Man.
Yeah, I saw they kick the overtime to keep it going. The thing is, I don't know if any of the receivers are leaving. It doesn't seem like any of them are leaving. The only one I think that may leave is Borden. That's the only one. And he's 6'7", but I mean, what did he actually do out there on the field?
Well, Because KJ
overall.
couldn't hit him. KJ kept
Right,
overthrowing
thank
him.
you. Thank you.
I mean, would you not leave?
People
You get
overthrow 6'7"
overthrown,
receivers.
bro. If I'm 6'7" and I'm getting overthrown, I'm in the wrong school.
We need box for this one here.
I don't
But
know
Bias,
what
I got a
box
question
is like.
on that question. So, what letter grade would you give our wide receiver room? If you was a quarterback in the portal and you was looking at Arkansas, would you say we are A, B, C, D? What are we? Our wide
C
receiver.
plus. C plus.
Los?
You know what? I'll rock with a C too, because I think it's all going back to KJ, man. I mean, you're as only good as your quarterback.
And the
That's
I mean,
schematics too. The scheme was horrible. They definitely did not use Tesla properly. So it was a combination of KJ and the schematics.
Yeah, because there's many a times that we're down on the goal line, 10 yards and in, and we got a 6'7" guy that ain't even in the game.
Yep.
Only thing, and then we have another time. I think it was the game against Ole Miss where we're on the 5-yard line. We got the 6'7" guy in the game. He got a guy pinned down in the corner, and he overthrows him with the guy pinned down. How does that happen? How do you overthrow a guy that has his man pinned in the coffin corner? What? A 6'7" dude. Me and Los can make that pass.
Facts.
And you overthrow him where he
You
jumps.
You got to show us that you can make the pass. You got to show us, man.
Hey, man, a 6'7"
Right him
dude
up.
jumped and he overthrew him by 3 foot. How does that happen?
Hey, Lane New hit us with a super chat, man. He says, keep KJ. We need someone to come in and take the job from him. Competition makes great quarterbacks. So I got to say about that.
Man, as my boy Big Sexy would say, kill yourself with a rusty nail.
With a rusty
KJ don't
nail.
need to come in.
I'm talking
KJ
about,
is trash.
I want you to get lockjaw right before you take your last breath. You know what I'm saying?
That's, damn, that's cold.
Yeah.
Lockjaw. Tetanus.
You big, I'm taking your name to Big Ruthless, boy. Dang.
Hey, so what's up with Singleton? I mean, Malachi. Like, what's the deal with him? I mean, I hadn't heard really just much besides this kid can do this kid can do that.
In practice, everybody says that his ball, he throws a much better ball. He's much more accurate. He can read the defenses. He can go through his progressions. He can do all of those things, but they wouldn't play him. They just were not playing him. And the only time they played him, I can't remember the game, but I think it was one that KJ had gotten injured, and Sam Pittman actually he said no, he did play before because they gave him some reps at the end of the game, and Sam Pittman said, "Hey, I went to KJ and I asked him if it be all right if we gave no, that was Chriswell. That was Chriswell.
Mm-hmm.
That was
Singleton didn't see the field.
Yeah, Singleton didn't play. You're absolutely correct. Yeah, that was Chriswell. So I don't know why Malachi ain't been playing. Deezy, do you know why Malachi hadn't been playing?
Hey, man. Pittman said in the press conference he's gonna put that boy on special teams.
Wow. No wonder his mama was.
That's when his mama got the tweeting, boy. What?
This is why he didn't play, because KJ is getting this.
Yeah.
Well,
He need to
guys,
get this now.
I got to run, man. I got something that came up, man. Unless y'all want to run the show, I got to go. So
Dang.
if y'all want to run the show, I'll leave it running. I'll be here, but I got something else I got to do.
Hey, man, we'll shut it down.
Hey,
Yeah, I got something to do
Just text me
myself.
when y'all ready.
Let's wrap
I
it
said
up.
we'll shut it down now. Hey, man.
All right. Okay.
He said what he said.
Hey, man.
Hold
I
on,
said
man.
what I said.
Somebody just send us a super chat, so I got to read that real quick. Where is it?
Not that one.
Go ahead and shoot me with the super trash.
Hit him with
Super trash.
Hey,
it. Good, Lane.
Hey, shout out to
Lane New.
Lane New, man. Lane New is our guy, man. He rock with us, man. One of our members, man. Hey, well, DJ, you got anything you need to say? I ain't got nothing.
Man, I ain't got too much to say other than I'm starting to lose hope again.
Ah, bro. Come on.
People
Cautious
Hopefully we get some boys out of this portal. That's all I can say.
pessimism.
Do us good, please.
G, take us out of here, baby.
They said OD got a signal from his wife.
Get your butt over here. Get your butt over here now.
Oh man, my wife's so cool, bro. I'm telling you, man.
he is that.
Hey, she probably upstairs on that moonshine right now. She ain't studying me, dog.
Ooh,
Did
wow.
she like that peach?
Hey, man, it's almost gone. What you talking about?
Hey, she was asking me for that 120.
Man.
Oh, that's funny, man. I'm about out of mind too, man. It's about time for us to re-up. But yo, man, I appreciate everybody coming in, rocking with us, man. Unbiased, light skin, Los, and my fellas, man. But hey, man, we finna get on out of here because OD done got that cuckoo. So guess what, man? I said what I said, baby, and we out.
Holla.
Oh my God.
And we don't got no